Students with autism often have sensory issues that need to be taken into account in the classroom. Sensory input is processed through our 7 senses, and with children on the autism spectrum, the way their senses process information is often quite different and unexpected.
Keeping the 7 senses in mind, things to consider in the classroom are reducing any unnecessary noises, both inside and outside the room. Students may be afraid of loud noises, such as alarms, vacuum cleaners, loud motors and the like. Where possible, give advance warning of these, and be on hand for reassurance. Employ the use of headphones to block noise where necessary. Noise-canceling headphones are excellent for this purpose. If a child likes listening to music, this can be calming. Allow the student to make use of a quiet area when the noise of the classroom becomes overwhelming. This might be the chill out zone or calm down corner of the room. Students have difficulty processing verbal instructions. Keep them clear and simple, in 1 or 2 steps at a time. And always use visual aids to support verbal instructions. Visually, educators should be aware of overly bright lights, and sunshine, light covers, and blocking the sun with furniture placement, or curtains and blinds, can resolve this. Fluorescent lighting is a problem for students with autism. The lights often flicker, and they hum. You can buy special covers to reduce the effect of the light, or make some. Where possible, use natural light, but avoid that bright direct sunlight that will hurt students' eyes. Restrict the use of visual aids in the classroom. Ensure visual schedules and behavioral tools are easily accessed. Using too many bright colors will be visually overwhelming. Eye contact is stressful for those with autism, possibly because it is difficult to process auditory and visual information at the same time. It doesn't mean they are listening. Reading is often tiring due to students with autism having trouble with eye tracking issues and trouble keeping their place. Students may be bothered by seams in their clothes and socks. Try turning them inside out. Tags can be scratchy. Cut them out. Certain material can be itchy, and shoes tight. There are those who will need to touch something such as a desk, constantly, in a ritualistic way, to feel ordered or safe. Others may like to feel different textures constantly. Students might dislike the touch of others. Students will indicate either a like, or dislike for messy activities such as finger painting, Play-Doh, shaving cream, and sand. They will either be very distressed if their hands get dirty or come into contact with messy or gooey substances, or they won't even realize that they have, or not care at all. Those with autism are often sensitive to smells that are usual or everyday, smells that others would not notice, or be bothered by. Minimize unnecessary smells in the classroom, including those from strong cleaning solutions, perfumes and deodorants, and oil burners, for example. And try to keep the classroom well ventilated. Students with autism can often be picky eaters, due to the flavor and texture of food. They may like strong flavors, or plain foods. They may only like certain textures. Even giving a child the same food, but a different brand, can be enough to make that food unacceptable. For this reason, school rules in relation to lunch boxes should be relaxed, and appropriate accommodations put in place in the event of class treats or parties to ensure inclusion. Students often fidget, or have trouble sitting still. Fidget tools are often useful to help with concentration, or as a calming tool. Wobble cushions can be added to a chair, to allow for movement whilst sitting. Another option is to use alternative seating, that allows for movement such as an exercise ball. A student can even be allowed to stand whilst working, for a period of time, if not bothering the other students in the class. Difficulties with balance and coordination should be kept in mind, especially during lessons where these skills are employed. Skills such as hopping, jumping, and bike riding. Students may press too hard, or not hard enough when writing. Overall, the student with autism may seem clumsy, often not appearing to watch where they are going, and bumping into things.
If educators try to adjust the classroom environment to minimize these sensory issues in general terms, and also take into account their students' individual needs, hopefully students with autism will find greater comfort, or at least less distraction or painful stimuli. What will hopefully follow is greater opportunities for learning.